Hey guys, what's up? Shame Shadow here, and welcome to my RMXP Grassland tutorial thing. So, what we're basically going to be doing here is creating a path of some sort with a river going through the middle. So, let's get started. What we're going to do first is we're going to go up and we're going to select the water auto tile, which is right there, in case you don't know. And what we're going to do is we're going to go, oh crap. You want to make sure you have your pencil tool selected, that always helps. But what you're going to do is, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to make a river of some sort. And you want to make this pretty filled out, pretty thick. Just because rivers are pretty big. So, with that out of the way, what you can do now is we can, I know that's not a lot, but not a lot of space to work with, but we'll make do. Anyway, what you can do now is put a couple of islands, maybe, if you want, feel like it. It's your pick. I recommend try and avoid putting islands near the middle, because that would be where our bridge is going to go eventually. So don't do that, that's not good. So, moving along, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select this dirt auto tile. It's going to be our path, I guess. What we're going to do is we're going to create like a path going down to the river. What you want to do is kind of try and flesh this out some too, so that it just kind of looks a little bit more substantial than a little line. And then on the other side of the river, do just about the same thing. Flesh it out, kind of make it kind of bigger. You want some space, and you'll see why in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this auto tile right here, third from the right, yeah, and go to the second layer. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a couple of these over top of parts of our path, and what this does is gives the illusion that there's grass growing up into our path, kind of like so. So you can go ahead and put a couple patches of that if you want, and that just kind of helps improve the sense that there's kind of more than just dirt on the ground. And what we're going to do next is select this auto tile, this auto tile right here, the second from the right, and go to the second layer again, and kind of just place it kind of all around. Kind of mess that up. Anyway, just kind of place it pretty much everywhere. Or not everywhere, but kind of enough. And then you pretty much want to do the same thing with this little indentation right here, over here on the right, far right on the top row, and you can go ahead and fill that out if you want, kind of give it a sense of elevation changes. And what you can do is you can mix and match so that the ridges and depressions are kind of right next to each other, because that does happen. And what you can do is you can kind of fill it out a little bit more if you want. If not, then fine, and you can go ahead and skip ahead a little bit in the video, I guess. And what you can do is you can go ahead, select one of these auto tiles, or not auto tiles, but tiles. Like there's 14 here that you can pick from. There's another 5 here that you can pick from, and then another 3 here. So that brings our total to 21, I think I counted. And pretty much you want to place those pretty much just about everywhere on the second and third layer. Third layer you would use to put on top of your kind of uplifted areas. But otherwise, you can just go ahead and flesh it out, give it some vegetation, bushes, flowers, etc. Rocks kind of near the cliffs and whatever. And you can go through and give these little islands, bushes, maybe a flower or two, just whatever you want to do, because this is pretty much whatever you want to do here. So you can pretty much do just about whatever. Put a couple stumps maybe, where trees maybe have been cut down. It's really up to you mostly. So really, whatever you want to do, you can do. And let's see, just a couple flowers. Maybe some more crabgrass. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I know that's not really a lot, but whatever. I can always make it better later. That's what you can do too. And you can always put tufts of grass. That's always nice. And with this right here, this dark little grass thing, that actually it's easier to map with if you have an auto tile of that, but I don't. So I will be going through and kind of just mapping out a little bit of this. I'm not going to do it too much because I don't want to take too long, this video too long, that would be bad. And let's see, kind of put a couple patches of that if you want. I'm only putting one patch of it with a couple of little tufts of it, so that's pretty much it for that. And then if you want, you can go to tree